let's take a look at one art app. You'll find more web apps in the documents that we provide. Certainly apps that will let you do scribbling and some easy effects on photos. But the one I want to show you right now is called Pixlr Editor. I just want to show you this because even just a few years ago, probably 5 years ago, in order to do any quality photo editing, it would have cost hundreds of dollars to buy the software, which you have to install on your computer, do things locally. Now there are products like Pixlr Editor, which is completely cloud-based software as a service. So let's take a look. I'm going to launch it. Of course, I could always find it from my apps list here when I start a new tab there. But I just want to show you a little bit of the layering you can do, which again, not possible online just a few years ago. And what I'm going to do is you could always bring one in, like let's open an image. I decided we're going to send someone on a vacation, so we're going to send Snoopy. That's a good one. So remember, I click on it once, right click, copy image URL. We're going to do this as cloud as possible, right? So paste that in, bring in Snoopy. And now what I'd like to do is take him to Mount Everest. That sounds like a good destination for a vacation, right? So let's go back to Google Images, Mount Everest, gives us some good options. And let's stick him in the mountains here. So once again, I'm going to copy image URL. What I can do from here is file open image URL. The problem is it's going to be a totally separate image, and I would have to drag one of my layers over. I mean, there's so much layering and masking and other things we're not going to get to right now. But if you follow this, there's just this is one simple option. You should definitely spend more time learning about non-destructive photo editing. Anyway, what I can do is under layer, I can open image URL as layer. So now I'm going to drop Mount Everest in there, paste that in. It brings it in. You can see right now it's on top of Snoopy, so I'm going to switch these two around, unlock that layer, bring it up. So now Snoopy's on top. And what I can do, and the great thing about layering, is I can move one layer and the other layer isn't affected, which you can't do in things like Paint. So now I'm just going to make Snoopy quite a bit smaller. I do that through the Edit, Free Transform. I'm going to hold Shift so that I don't distort him. And we're going to make him, I think, pretty small. And now if I click off, I apply the changes. And now what I can do is grab the Move tool, and I can have Snoopy in the mountains. Of course, I could spend more time selecting him, erasing around, getting rid of parts of that layer. But I think you get the idea, and we can probably think of some educational uses to be superimposing images on top of other images for book reports or things like that.